What is going on? Diamond Rice here, bringing you a competitive CSGO batch of mine from over the weekend. Anyways, the gameplay isn't important, just something for you to watch. As indicated in the title of this video, we are talking IEM Oakland 2016. The Intel Extreme Masters has made its way back into the Bay Area. I missed my chance last year when it was in San Jose up in the SAP Center, but fast forward a year later and here we are at Oakland Arena, home of the Golden State Warriors, and finding myself in my first Esports LAN event. And boy, it was amazing as hell. And I can't put into words how much excitement I've had over the past, basically days. It's literally almost 4 days since the event now at this point in time. And you know, it's fun. I've had the adrenaline pumping, filling out. You know, voice has been cracking out. I can't really yell at this point in time still, because I'm still my voice is recovering from that, just yelling on that Sunday during the grand finals when my favorite team, Ninjas in Pajamas, was going up against SK Gaming, and man, it went out the best of three. It went up all the way to best of three. Went up to the map 3, basically almost the final round, and man, it was just straight up fun, gut wrenching. Just looking at the clutches, the aces, and some of the other things. Just some very crucial rounds and just very, very good competitive CS. But that's just the grand finals, and well, you know, that was a very good point. That was just a very good point of my, or at least a part of the timeline of stuff I've gotten to happen over the past 2 days. Well, let's put it this way: when the first day showed up, I went into the event knowing it. I was gonna be excited for competitive Counter-Strike, maybe do some other stuff, and I didn't realize how much more sponsors that the actual thing had, the actual tournament had per se for this one. So they had Tostinos, they had G Fuel, they had iBuyPower, they had Intel, obviously, because you know it's Intel Extreme Masters, obviously. Anyways, so we have many of these companies just going around having sponsorship, or the sponsorships, the booths, all around, basically all around in the, all around in the arena. So HyperX was there. We had any key company that was there as well. We had the ESEA, which is basically another way of playing competitive CSGO, just off on their own servers instead of playing on the official servers like what you're seeing right now. And you know, it was interesting to see a lot of other places. They had a lot of other meet and greets around the arena as well. It did conflict with a lot of time schedules, and one of the time schedules that I had messed up with was with NIP. There was a match that was scheduled during the same time as the meet and greet, and that kind of messed me up for a time. And unfortunately, I didn't get to meet them full on face to face. I did, however, manage to take a picture with Forrest when he was actually doing an interview for one of their sponsors, which was Kinguin. Now, Kinguin was apparently one of the booths at the very end, or on one of the sides where I was going towards to exit out of the arena. What happened is he was still doing interviews with them, and there was somewhat of a small line showing up on the corner right next to him. And I was like, okay, maybe because I didn't know at the time. I thought that maybe they're just doing something. Maybe I thought it was the meet and greet, or maybe the end of it I was missing. Turns out it was Forrest. It was okay, and then I needed to figure. And I was like, okay, why not? I'll wait. Maybe you'll see if he's available or not for pictures. And and all the other people that were right next to me thought the same exact thing. So we were kind of I wouldn't say bum rushing him, but just kind of be careful, make sure we don't push him out of the way. Just asking for pictures and things. So that was then that's how I managed to get my profile picture of with Forrest, and that ended pretty much day one for me, honestly. And it was fun. I actually it was a nice way to end my night, at least for day one. At least day two starts, and I know where all the basically where all the booths are, where all the kinds of thing is. So I tried one thing that was right behind the actual main stage, and it was those Totino's bucking couches. Now, so the point of the bucking couches is, imagine that you have a mechanical bull, but take out the bull part and add in a couch. And there you go, you have the bucking couch. Oh man, that thing was so fun to that actual couch itself was so fun to be on and try to be comfy and such. But then once that thing started rocking, shaking, and turning and spinning around, oh man, it was so hard to do. And the fact that also, instead of just doing that, you also had to even you basically had to play Counter-Strike. You're playing deathmatch against bots, easy bots on Dust 2, and then you basically get as many kills as you can and get yourself onto the leaderboards. Oh man, I seen it on day one. I saw people on day one try to do it, and many people failed miserably, really badly. And then so I figured, okay, maybe I'll try my hand at it, and I didn't do well on day 1. I only got like maybe like 10 kills, so I prepared myself for day 2, or fast forward to the next day. On day 2, I tried it again, and man, my score pretty much stayed there the entire day. I didn't get the full. Apparently, someone got 19 kills, and he was actually right in front of me. I didn't see what he was doing for like skills or something, or whatever he decided to do, so I couldn't technically see exactly what he did as a strat, but I went in with basically just the P90 and pretty much the Gev, pretty much, and I think honestly it worked out for me. I ended up with 14 kills, and it pretty much, I stayed at second place for the entire day, pretty much the duration of the day. So I think Totino said that they were gonna give us like some sort of swag or something, or figured out that, but I think they need to do like the leader. They said something from the leaderboards, and I know I had to send like emails and things like that. So I'm probably just gonna wait for like an email from them or something like that, or whatever's gonna happen per se of how I won that tournament. Because technically I did win, because they said anyone who was like in the top 10 gets like some free stuff from them. So hey, I'm just gonna be waiting on that. So not my problem and such. So let's see, what else did I miss out? Well, let's put it this way. I met some of my favorite streamers, YouTubers, and things as well. I met OMG, it's Firefox, and Haley in their Intel fan zone that they had. I didn't notice that they were there until I noticed on my Twitter feed that they were, and then I noticed one of the pictures that they posted that they were together, and I was like, wait a minute, why would they be here? And then I realized, I guess maybe Intel brought them out to kind of enjoy the day and such, and I figured, okay. Then I realized they had a meeting. I didn't realize they had a meet and greet until like I started looking on my Twitter feed. I was like, okay, they have a meet and greet at this particular time. I better meet them, and yeah, I managed to meet them. It was fun. It was a nice I'm gonna say Q&A session. Haley loved my Harry Potter shirt, and then I realized, wait, it was right. She's a Harry Potter nerd, as like many others as well. And well, we liked it. Being a Harry Potter nerd is very nice, honestly, for some people, and I like it too. I mean, obviously, I still haven't seen Fantastic Beasts yet, but I think that's gonna be on my agenda, because that was actually the question she asked me, is if I have seen Fantastic Beasts yet, and I have not yet. So I'm hearing good things about it. I'm hearing bad things about it. Maybe if I don't think about it as being Harry Potter, I would think I would be okay with it too. So, but you know, being back in the magical world of it was gonna be nice. So gotta watch that one. Sonya, or OMG, it's Firefox. Basically, you know, he's being her old goofy self and things. It's what you see in the videos is what you see in real life, and you know, she's really fun and entertaining and other things. So can't say anything wrong about that. I had a couple pictures with them, selfies, funny pictures, funny poses, things like that. So it was fun. I also saw Ava as well. If you don't know her, she's also another streamer. She saw her at the G Fuel booth, which, man, that G Fuel booth was definitely was one of the, I guess it's not the highlights, I guess one of the highlights of the snacks or foods or something. But yeah, I saw her at the booth, managed to take a picture of her as well. So it was like, anyways, we have, what else do I meet? Oh yeah, I also met the good old War Owl. Now, if you don't know who War Owl is, the War Owl is basically, he's basically a Counter-Strike player, and he's one of the ones that kind of been playing since, you know, the good old days of Counter-Strike, so the good old 1.6 days and things like that. So I met him during an unofficial meet and greet, because on day 1 his meet and greet was scheduled during one of NIP's matches. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll watch that match. Maybe he'll have another meet and greet somehow. He didn't technically have an official one. It was an unofficial one. It was actually near the Xfinity booth, which was kind of interesting, because it was right next to the entrance of Oracle. So it was nice. It was nice to meet up with him. It was a couple quick questions, and no, he still does not have any closer, because it's the War Owl, and well, it's really funny. It's really funny just chatting with him every time. Anyway, so after that, I mean, I think I didn't meet anyone else prior to that. I guess I didn't think I would. I didn't think I was gonna see anyone else. I mean, I probably could have had a chance to see like CLG Red, probably, and NIP, and probably some of the other teammates. Especially, I think Team Liquid and Cloud9 were still there at the CS:GO teams, at least, even though they were not actually officially playing, because they were knocked out of the groups. But I mean, as much as I wanted to, they weren't technically my favorite teams. And then again, I didn't like NACS in the first place anyway. So NIP all the way for me. It's ever since like the first day I started watching them, basically from competitive Counter-Strike, from the good old CS:GO days, or the good old days from back in 2012, 2013. You know, the days where CS:GO was just starting out. People were playing it. It was fun fun to play with. Right nowadays, not as much. I mean, I'm obviously getting back into it, and it's obviously really fun to play again. And I mean, let's put it this way: anytime I feel like I don't have a game to play or anything, I can always just hop onto CS and just start playing every single time, and just have a blast playing it. And it's just something with this game that I always like. It always attracted me to playing. Like, I mean, the guns I wouldn't say are balanced per se, but they're obviously, if you have the AK, you have the M4, you have the AWP, you have all these three guns that you have to like use them like wisely. You have to use them pretty much all the time, because that's basically your primary guns in this game for a reason. Especially just trying to get kills, just trying to get anything. You can have an ace with an AWP, you can have an ace with an AK, you can have an ace with the M4. You can do clutches with them. You can do anything basically with the guns. And I mean, you can do it with all the other guns too, but it's just that's why the reason this game's so popular is those three guns. Like, you have to learn the skill ceiling of this game is really high for a reason. That's kind of the reason why when I saw like all of the pro players just playing live right in front of the stage in front of me, it's just something enjoyable to watch. You cannot get that same experience just watching it on a stream or watching it like on YouTube or anything like that. It's always a different experience when you see it live. And I really did find that out when I was watching all the matches, all the competitive matches, not just NIP obviously for my favorite team, but just all the pro players, all the pro matches itself. It was very fun to watch, especially when they went, some games went overtime, some went to actually best of three or the entire way where you played all three maps and things like that. It was just a fun weekend. It really was. I can't put any other words into just showing how much of fun this weekend was for me. And it really was a fun esports LAN event for me. It really had a lot of fun things that I was wishing that I could have seen, like, last year when I wanted to go to IEM San Jose, but this year I had experienced it. I had no time management problems between what I had to plan and for like homework and college and stuff like that. So it was definitely an escape away from the kind of the daily life. Anyways, the production value of IEM was something to be enjoyable, man, because there wasn't as much technical issues apparently according to other ESL events like this, but this was just straight up fun. It was like we had the casters was fun, the commentators and the analyst desk was really fun to chat and other things like that. The host though, man, OJ definitely had that charisma of like just out of this world, like always kept that crowd literally the crowd hyped up every time. Like every time we go, he's out on the stage, every time it's just big thing. He just, that charisma that he has is just something just like you want that charisma. You want something that exciting to just bring everyone up to a certain amount of like hype and such. And some of the weirdest things that happened with him is we did the mannequin challenge with him. He wanted to we did like the esports version of it, and then looking back at the video of a thing, I'll have a link at the mannequin video later on in the links in the description. But dude, that mannequin challenge was so it's ridiculous. Like that many like people that we had on our side of the CS:GO, just literally everyone participating in it was so much fun. And I mean, obviously we had like this. Well, I think there was like one person out of the crowd that didn't want to do it and such. And then obviously the players didn't know what the hell we were thinking, like what we were doing. So they were just kind of just like doing the typical stuff, like preparing for like the next map and such. So nothing to worry about that. And it's just like looking at the crowd and just doing it itself. It was just so much fun. And then ironically, apparently some other person like passed out like literally like before the grand final started. We didn't know exactly what actually happened, so OJ investigated, and yeah, he was indeed sleeping. Like I don't know what the hell he did or what something happened, but he was just like knocked out. Like he was knocked the fuck out. I was like, oh man, what the hell is gonna happen to him? The next thing I know, OJ's just like playing. He's like literally trying to knock some sense out of him, not like punch him or anything like that, but just like knock some sense out of him. And then everyone was just yelling around him. It was like, yeah. Then he finally woke up. I was like, yeah, then the crowd was just like entirely laughing after that. It was fun. And then fast forward obviously to the grand finals. I find myself in the front row, very, very front row, right in front of NIP. I was like, and then obviously some fans. I mean, obviously we had the Cloud9 fans that were rooting for NIP. We had the FaZe Clan like people who were also like their fans were there too on our side. We were just all together. We wanted NIP to win. We just wanted them to win. Like when we saw the first map on Train, I was like, oh man, we obviously didn't think I was gonna go like it wasn't gonna go NIP's way because Train was like apparently very good on the SK side of things, and obviously they won the first round or they won the first map. We move on to Cash, which is the second map, and man, that's the gut wrenching, like the tears and all the other things that was just happening all at once in that one map. Just like, you know, the economy just like so being bad and other things. Just like we needed for sure, we needed to make sure we needed to win that map, and NIP did it. I mean, we were rooting for them. We were getting the crowd riding. We were going NIP's chance. We were doing everything in our possible chance to believe in the NIP magic pretty much, and hopefully we pushed it to the third map. And we almost didn't push the third map, honestly. For some reason during the later rounds of Cash, we had major issues with basically holding the sights and you know, just like making sure that we had like proper like skill sets and things. Next thing I know, Exist just pulls out an auto sniper, and next thing we know, they starting to get kills. We were getting all the entry we were basically defending the site at the time, so it was like, okay, we just need to make sure we win this, make sure they win this, and they did win it. We were just so excited that we saw map 3. The grand finals would just not be the same if we went like, you know, just 2 maps all the way. We just basically had to go all 3 maps, and we went to Cobblestone, and man, it changed everything on that map. Everything was just like full on dead silence. We had to like, you know, we're just like clenching our teeth or buttholes and all the other things. It was just so much fun just being a part of that crowd, just being like the hype monster, yelling and just chanting and doing other things. Man, as soon as we saw that last like when we saw all these like hero kills, or like, you know, like the ones that just make sure we would win the round and things, it was just like, yeah, we were yelling. It's like, yes, and next thing we know, we had the wins come. We had the next win, or the next round winning. And things like, yes. And apparently there were some chickens on Cobblestone that wasn't there apparently before then. We were just like, chickens, and then we were all killing them, or we weren't killing them. We were just like all laughing at things. Apparently Coldzera killed one of the chickens, and I was like, and then we were all like, chicken killer, and I was like, nah, maybe not. We just wanted to, you know, do things and such. So, but yeah, no, literally right after the last kill on Cobble, man, just the amount of emotion that was shown on Get Right's face after I saw the VOD again, and just seeing just the amount of like just showing the tournament way, just like, man, I don't know, I just no way to put it in anything. All I just know is just full of adrenaline, pumping goodness is all it was. Excitement, chants, other things, pictures, confetti being rain on you, and apparently it was stuck onto me as well too, so that was kind of interesting to get out of and such. But it was really a fun event. Definitely not going to be my last like LAN event at all. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be looking for all these events. Hopefully IEM and probably some other ones will come back to the Bay Area, and then, man, I'll just have a lot more fun again, hopefully, when I have time and such. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think you have a couple more minutes worth of the match, but if you want to go ahead and end it right there, go ahead. It's not my... Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Later.
Throwing smoke. Bomb has been planted. Sniper. Let's go! They cannot stop us now. Terrorists win. Let's win. Smoke. Contact with me. Throwing smoke. Status. Throwing fire. Throwing a flashbang. Throwing flashbang. Grenade out. Throwing fire. Flashbang. Grenade out. That makes 3 left. Let's get this done. Now we fight! That better have been disabled. Smoke! Counter-terrorists win. Second tower attack. Come on, let's go! Throwing flashbang. I'm waiting here. Thanks. No. Laying down smoke. Terrorists win. We did it.